Oh, dear listener, gather round and lend me your ears, for I have a tale of woe and discontent, set within the hallowed grounds of the William Rolland Stadium, nestled within the heart of Thousand Oaks. It is a story that will pluck at the very strings of your heart, a narrative soaked in the bitter juices of unmet expectations and the sorrowful tears of 1,000 unheard complaints. Picture yourself, if you will, as a delicate flower, yearning for the gentle caress of the sun's rays and the tender love of a gardener. Now, imagine being planted not in the lush, verdant fields of Elysium, but in the arid, neglected soil of a stadium that seems to care not for your delicate petals. Such is the fate that befell me on a day that promised joy, but delivered only despair. As I approached the stadium, a light pole stood like a sentinel of doom at the 50-yard line on the visitor's side, casting a long, ominous shadow over my heart. Why, oh why, must this eyesore mar the beauty of the game? It is as if the architects, in their infinite lack of wisdom, sought to play a cruel joke upon the patrons, to obstruct our view and dim our spirits with their metallic monstrosity. Upon entering, I was greeted not with the warm embrace of a well-organized event, but with the cold, harsh reality of a serious, flawed dearth of bathrooms on the visitor's side. It is a design decision so baffling, so devoid of basic human consideration, that one cannot help but wonder if the planners have ever attended a sporting event themselves. To make attendees traverse the entire circumference of the stadium through throngs of people is to add insult to injury. It is a journey akin to Odysseus' Odyssey, fraught with peril and the ever-present fear of an accident. The seating, oh, the seating. Plastic chairs that offer all the comfort of a bed of nails, with zero back support, as if designed by a sadistic chiropractor intent on creating future clients. Overpriced concessions that mock the hungry with their tiny hot dogs, reminding us that greed knows no bounds, nor does it possess an ounce of shame. And let us speak of the sound system, that cacophonous beast that crackles and pops, spewing forth muffled announcements that render understanding nigh impossible. It is akin to listening to the whispers of the ancients, carried on the wind enigmatic and utterly useless. The bathrooms, those bastions of human necessity, were a sight to behold. Disgusting does not begin to describe the filth that awaited within. No soap, no paper towels, and a general atmosphere of uncleanliness that would make even the most hardened of souls recoil in horror. It is a testament to the neglect and disregard for the simplest of sanitary standards. Parking, my dear friends, was a labyrinthine nightmare, a Sisyphean task that left me weary and despondent. Limited spaces and a chaotic traffic flow conspired to ensure that the simple act of finding a spot became a Herculean endeavor, a prelude to the event that was fraught with frustration and the unmistakable scent of defeat. Field visibility was obstructed by tall fencing and the cruel angle of the stands, which conspired to block parts of the view, as if the game itself was a forbidden fruit, dangled just out of reach to taunt us. The staff, those soulless automatons, were unhelpful and seemingly disinterested in the plight of the attendees. They moved through the crowd like specters, their eyes vacant, their smiles painted on with the same care as a child's finger painting haphazard and without purpose the whole place, dear listeners.
So, I was looking into crimes near William Rolland Stadium Thousand Oaks, and I found some pretty shady stuff, to be honest. Like, have you heard about those retail thefts that happened in the area? 3 people got arrested, and it is suspected that they targeted retail outlets in Ventura and Los Angeles counties. Can you believe that? It is like, how could you do that to people, Businesses near William Rolland Stadium Thousand Oaks are like super suspicious, and it is hard to trust them. I mean, these thieves, they probably got away with a lot of stuff, and who knows how many people got affected by it. Maybe some tourists lost their valuables, or maybe some locals got ripped off. It is just like so wrong. And then there is this other thing, computer and courier scams reported in the Thousand Oaks area. I am like, what is going on, Scammers are targeting people, telling them they need to pay some fake fee or something, and it is just like so obvious. But I guess some people might fall for it, especially if they are not from around here. I mean, it is not like they can just walk down the street and ask someone, hey, is this a scam? Businesses near William Rolland Stadium Thousand Oaks are like really good at hiding their true intentions. They make you think everything is fine, and then, bam, they scam you out of your money. I am like, how can people be so cruel, And there was this one historical bank and real estate fraud investigation involving Thousand Oaks businesses. I am like, wow, this is some serious stuff. Olin B. Phillips, a real estate developer, and Stephen Smith, the former president of Westlake Thrift Loan, they got caught up in this massive phony loan scheme. I am like, how did they think they could get away with it? Did they really think nobody would notice? It is like, businesses near William Rolland Stadium Thousand Oaks are like playing with people's lives. They ray taking their money, their trust, and their security, and they ray just like crushing them. I am like, how can we trust anyone anymore? It is just like so sad,
If you stay near William Rolland Stadium in Thousand Oaks, prepare to leave with less money and more questions. The businesses circling this stadium feel like they met in a dark back room and agreed on one rule: charge more, give less, and if the customer blinks, double the price. I walked in expecting California chill. I walked out feeling Californian chilled to the bone, wallet lighter, stomach confused, ego bruised. The spa people, the coffee people, the taco people, even the mall people, all read from the same invisible called, not our problem. Let us start with the promise of pampering. Burke Williams Day Spa sits close to the stadium, glowing like a neon band-aid. Step inside and you pay Bentley prices for a ride that never leaves first gear. One woman spent almost $200 on 2 pedicures, only to watch her technician sigh that she was too tired to finish. Managers promise refunds, but vanish faster than the facial massages that never happened. Gift cards arrive like golden tickets. Inside you discover cavities, not chocolate. A mom was sent away while pregnant, told her doctor's note meant nothing. Another guest begged for warm water in the shower, only to have a manager slam the door and swear at him in front of strangers. Imagine paying 4 figures a year for the pleasure of being yelled at in your underwear. That is the Burke Williams experience. TM, exported fresh from Stadium Boulevard. Hungry? Good luck. Limanina Peruvian Eatery will charge you $20 for a pork sandwich, then add a surprise credit card fee, like a magician producing a rabbit, except the rabbit is your receipt and it is already chewing through your budget. The ceviche arrives overcooked, the onions surrender like soggy white flags, and when you dare complain, the owner argues physics with you about soda ingredients. 3 different guests ended up sick. A mother of an autistic child was openly stared at and mocked in Spanish. Even the green sauce costs extra. Think about that, even the sauce wants rent. Peruvian grandmothers weep somewhere, need caffeine to absorb the shock. La La Land Kind Cafe kidnaps the word kind, ties it up, and drops it in a vat of matcha resentment. Baristas wear tiny shirts, giant attitudes. Ordering is like auditioning for a reality show you did not sign up for. Regulars wait 45 minutes for burnt espresso while online orders sit dying on the counter. Ask for your drink and they laugh, literally laugh, then hand you a cup that tastes like liquid cigarettes. One dad tried the kids' Disney meal. The employee announced those meals do not exist on weekdays, yet the poster still hangs on the wall like modern art no one understands. Complaints bounce off barista armor. You touch the lid, now you own the lid. Their matcha contains no matcha, their heart contains no heart. Taco Tuesday around here means the Cliftover, a place that should hand out complimentary parachutes. Water squirts out of fish tacos like they were marinated in a kiddie pool. Shrimp ceviche chews like erasers soaked in old lime. The host with long blonde hair greets brown-skinned guests with the enthusiasm of a border patrol robot. Checks arrive inflated, ask about the math, and the owner tells you to apologize for noticing. One woman paid $30 for her portion, saw $35 charged, phoned later, and got hung up on mid-sentence. If disappointment had calories, everyone would leave fatter, but they leave only poorer and mysteriously still hungry. Retail therapy, try the Oaks Mall, the ghost town that charges $7 for a single vending machine Coke. Scoreboard shows more shuttered stores than open ones, so you stroll past 20 dark windows looking for a restaurant.